The movie was originally going to be called Yautja. Dan Trachtenberg he told this to his friends, and none of them knew what a Yautja was, so they all started making fun of him for. Then he was like considering other names, and I guess he was sitting at his computer, maybe getting ready to like play a video game or something because he had Steam up. He saw one of his friends was playing, I think World of Warcraft. Underneath it said Badlands, like that's the area he was playing in was
Yeah.
Badlands, and he was like, "That's not a bad name." So then he kind of took that, and that's why it's named Predator Badlands instead of Yautja. I thought this was pretty interesting. Deck was originally supposed to be blind. He was kind of coming up with this concept of this main Predator character being like the runt. He wasn't really thinking like, oh, is he going to be smaller or weaker than the rest of them? What made him the runt was going to be that he's blind. He was thinking of stories like the Book of Eli, and then he was going to have him have some kind of like cool technology, some kind of face technology thing that he developed to like use kind of like echolocation in a weird way. But then he decided against that. That would have been pretty interesting though.
Yeah.
Wayland Yutani, the way he came into the film was that they didn't want any humans in it, and they liked the idea of a monster traveling with like a robot companion. That's why he ended up with Thea as his little robot companion. Some influences. He cited works of Frank Frazetta. He's kind of like the godfather of fantasy artwork.
Okay.
During that like end of the 70s, early 80s, when a lot of like bodybuilding and like fantasy was mixing.
Yeah.
He was kind of like at the forefront of that whole look. So he cited works of Frank Frazetta and then Terrence Malick and the films Shane from 1953 and The Road Warrior from 1981 and Conan the Barbarian 1982 and The Book of Eli 2010 and westerns by Clint Eastwood. And then also comic book character Drax the Destroyer from Guardians, and then the video game Shadow of the Colossus. It's all influenced this project. It's a lot. I like that though. Deck carrying synthetic Thea was directly inspired by Star Wars. In an interview with IGN at San Diego Comic-Con 2025, director Dan Trachtenberg confirmed the link, saying that was the initial inspiration for it.
Was it Mandalorian and Grogu, or was it Chewbacca carrying around C-3PO?
Probably Chewbacca carrying around C-3PO.
You know, that makes more sense. It's a literal monster carrying around a robot.
Yeah. A skull of an alien from Independence Day is seen on the Yautja's trophy room. Originally, when I had seen it, I thought it was a xenomorph skull, but then I was looking at it, I was like, oh, that doesn't look like a xenomorph skull. But yeah, I know exactly what skull it's talking about. It's like kind of right in the middle. There's a skull of one of the aliens from Independence Day.